Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. I am of course Siberian, and today we will hopefully get our magnetoplasma engine technology so that we can start designing. Now, it's either going to be carriers and bombers, or it's going to be our heavy destroyers. One of those two is what we're going to get. That will entirely depend on how good we can get our bombers going. Now, like I said before, magnetoplasma is probably the earliest tech that you can get good bombers, or at least good fighters. Not necessarily the earliest tech you can get fighters at all, but it's the first tech that you can get really good fighters. Okay, fuel storage ultra large is done. Great. Our tankers will be a little bit cheaper from now on. Assault infantry battalion, excellent. We want small troop transport. No, don't need combat drop. We'll leave the rest. Queue that because we'll get better troops after this one's done. Yeah. Might as well. But ground unit training, we want a couple of mobile infantries. Mobile infantries don't really hurt too much, but and I'll wait for the assault infantry because you need offense more than you need defense, really. Countermeasures are almost done. Magnetoplasma is 15th of November. It is currently 10th of October. So we got about a month, exactly. Is there something to absorb excess research for power? Yes, fuel consumption rate, fine. November, hostile transit, we have a Thor. Thor is a missile ship. Now, this gives me a great opportunity to do something. So, we know that the Thor is going to run. It's a missile ship. We know that if we sit where we are, then our Potaroos are not going to have the range to destroy them. He's going to get out of range. Now, what's the range on our Potaroos? We need to know this for what I'm about to do. Max range is 200,000 kilometers. So we want to be sitting about 150,000 kilometers, I think. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to split off the Potaroos from 2nd Battle Fleet. By the way, I renamed it 2nd Battle Fleet. Okay, so we've split them off. Not you. We've split them off. And what we're going to do is, we are going to set 2nd Battle Fleet as our superior formation. Okay? Next, we are going to set our protected task group as... You can protect civilian ships, by the way. Where is 2nd Battle Fleet? Here it is. Okay. So now they are going to focus their protection on 2nd Battle Fleet. Distance, we are going to set to 160,000 kilometers. And offset bearing is 0. No offset. So it's going to aim directly at the threat. We'll just change this to 252. So it follows 2nd Battle Fleet. And now we're going to set the Thor as the primary threat. So what this is going to do is this is going to have our striker team. It's going to sit between 2nd Battle Fleet and Thor at a range of 160,000 kilometers. Which means that they're going to fly out in the same direction as Thor and ideally should essentially chase it up to 160,000 kilometers away from 2nd Battle Fleet. So, we'll see how that works. Second battle fleet, 210, you are lower. Good. Set, good, and are you faster? Yes. Good. Excellent. Okay. Strikers. Sign weapons. And open fire. Now, we're gonna see what happens. So, transit, and he's running. They're preparing weapons, and you can see that they've actually run ahead of the Thor now, because they're moving. So the bearing is the important thing. So they're maintaining on the same bearing as the Thor, and they're going to be moving it to 160,000 kilometers from second battle fleet. What's important is that it doesn't matter which direction Thor runs. If it ran in that direction, they'd be heading in that direction. So they are essentially moving to cut off the Thor's escape, which is really, really cool. Next 5 seconds. So you can see that now it's moving that way. This is the one problem though, right? Because it's moving this way, but the bearing is there, so they're moving to 160,000 kilometers, but they're moving to be about like over there. So maybe 160,000 is not the best idea. What is their railgun range? 60,000? Let's actually bring them in a little bit closer. The other great thing about the protected formation is that there's no order delay. So let's bring you guys into 50,000. Yeah, 50,000. That's just within range of the railgun. Actually, we can just set you at... Yeah, 50,000, that's just within range of the railgun. And they're faster, which means they should move this way. Yep. So Thor has redirected this way to try and escape our battle fleet's squadrons. So it's moved here. It's offset. Second battle fleet has already moved to intercept. And this is what is absolutely awesome about this. The great thing about it is that you can get like multiple strike groups and then have them offset like 5 degrees and in other direction. So then you'll have one which will offset directly to cut them off, and then you'll have another 2 which will then offset either direction. So they'll essentially basically blockade them in, and that's awesome. We should be getting shots now. Boom! Destroyed. And yeah, they really didn't have a chance. Magazine detonations did him in. Just because of that. Now, what's going to happen now? So we'll cease fire on all weapons. We'll clear the targets. Now, there shouldn't be a formation for them to protect against. Yeah, no threat. Which is fine. Are they just going to sit there on top of second battle fleet? I think so. Yeah, they're just sitting there on top of second battle fleet. Which is awesome. And that is how you get your gunships to automatically move around a... automatically defend against a target. Which is very cool. Alright, Raccoon. We're gonna actually... No, we're gonna... Yeah, fuck it, Raccoon. You're up at 0.6 months. You'll do. Life pods. Rescue. Refuel. Unload. And... join. First battle fleet. We are going to... let's take... we'll take the Prince Henry. Join. Done. Interrogation complete. 99 survivors. This is cool. I like this. So this way we don't have to worry about order delay. We don't have to worry about having ships in the wrong position, trying to figure out, get ahead of them easily. It just does it all for us. And that is awesome. Yad Tibet has completed overhaul. So we're just going to actually just send it back. Because we have a second missile group, so second battle fleet can stay where it is. Rejoin. We are definitely going to need more Potteroos. Or at least, once we get the better engines. We're definitely going to need more Potteroos, because we don't really have enough strike frigates for both fleets. So, yeah. Okay. Magnetoplasma is about 2 weeks away. Which is great. Maybe 1 more week. Yeah, 1 more week. And done. Alright, we have magnetoplasma engines. Okay. Let's get ship calculator. Let's go to ship design. Now, first things first, we need a commercial engine. So, let's get that done. 0.6, 50. Alright, so we're going to run a halfer. Let's actually get some of these guys. Whitaker Gardner? Yeah, that'll do. So you guys can be our engine manufacturers, and we're also going to run a high efficiency. 0.4 commercial Magna. There we go. Alright, nice and easy. Now, let's go deal with our mil-spec engines. So, first things first. Double Hum just uses commercial, so we can just upgrade that one. That's easy. Same with pretty much all of our civilian ships. Now, what are we gonna do about the Whalers? I want a little bit more speed out of these guys, so let's go for engines. Now, Whalers are running at 16. Let's go 16,500. Yep, 16,500. We want the desired speed. Let's go for a nice even 6,000. Okay. Desired range in billion kilometers. We want. Let's go for 15. Deployment time is 12. Does nothing. That's fine. Now, with that ion, so we're not overriding a fuel, and we have no jump drive. What armor are we running? We are currently running composite. Composite, there we go. I want to maintain 4 layers at the moment. Okay, so now, what do we have for ions? We want to maintain 2 engines, I think. So ions, don't want to bother with what we have. We have magnetoplasma. Let's run, fuel efficiency is 0.6, was it? Yep, 0.6. Okay. If we run size 50 engines, we currently have 5,000 tons, but we need 5 engines. Yeah, but that's because the power mod is terrible. Let's up that power mod to 1. 2.45. No, I don't want 3 engines. I don't want 3 engines. I want 2. So 1.3. Ooh, that's close. What about 1.25? That's 1.98. What about 1.2? 2.065. 5,800 kilometers. That's not bad. I think I might go for 1.3. And that will give us 6,300. That will give us a little more tonnage. If we do 17, about 18,000. 18,000 is a little bit on the much side. 17,000. So we can maintain speed at about 17.5, I think. Yeah, roughly 17,500. So between 17 and 18,000 tons, we can maintain roughly 6,000 kilometers. So mag plasma 1.3 size 50 engines looks like what we want. What size engines are these though? These are size 50s. Okay, so same tonnage. We're just going to get more speed. Just going to get that little bit extra speed to keep it up to 16. That will give us 10,186 tonnage for payload, minus crew and a little less. How much fuel do we need? 845. So we're saving fuel as well, which is awesome. To get a little bit more range. So that's fantastic. We can potentially afford to get more armor, but we'll do armor. We'll figure out how much armor we need once we do. So let's copy the Waller, and we are going to rename it to Kren? You know what? Let's go for this one. Okay. So, new armor. We already have the latest armor. Good. Where's tech design? Okay, so what engine do we need? We need mag plasma 1.3, 0.6, and 50. Alright, 1040 EP, is that correct? 1040, yes it is. Good. 1040 EP. I need a plasma combat drive. Now, because we're basically running the 87 EP ion combat drive for all of our ships, we should be able to maintain roughly similar performance just by running this one single engine. So, we might not need another one. Let's have a look though. Kamal. Yeah, we should be fine. But we do need a Potteroo's type engine. So, the Potteroos are running the combat drive anyway. So we should be able to maintain performance by just running the combat drive. That's all fine. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to need more any other engines. Yeah, no, that's fine. We can just use as is. Okay. Back to tech. Cancel that. Not you. You. Okay, so that's our best power guy. So we're going to run our 1040 combat drive. And then our commercial engines. And then you can put fuel consumption back in. Okay. So that's gonna chunk through real quick. One other thing that I want to do is I want to start working on better lasers, because I do want those improved lasers. So there you go, 20 centimeter laser, and let's go with the ultraviolet laser. I want the turret tracking speed for better point defense guns. I don't think I'm going to go for the half-size laser. It's expensive and the recharge rate is too high. Particle beams might be an option. Maybe. Microwaves would be cool. But for now, carronades might also be useful. The great thing about carronades is that they only have a single tech line, so you don't have to do range and damage. And since we're basically since we're basically sitting directly on top of the enemy, carronades would actually be useful. But I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll hold off on the other energy weapons for now. Missiles and kinetics, we are not doing at the moment. I want a little bit of that going on. Let's strip one of you. And, well, 25mm railgun is going to be expensive. You know what, might as well get that. Get that out of the way. It'll take 3 years at the moment, but doesn't matter. I want more labs. So let's get another 2 labs. We have the minerals for it. So that's fine. Okay. Mag plasma is... Ooh, there is one other thing. Do we have better launcher technology? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. It's only size 4. I mean, we have the box launchers, though. There is one thing that I forgot. Missiles. Not missiles. Fighters. So, missile engines, yes. We need our plasma prototype. So, they get a plasma prototype. Drive. There we go. And I'm also wanting a fighter engine. So 0.25. And I think we're going to go for a what do we want? Yeah, that'll do. 1 hull size, a 2 hull size, a 3 hull size, and a 4 hull size for various fighters. So Q, 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 and Q. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to drop the fuel consumption down because those all should be queued to the top. Right. Let us proceed. Commander Alice Shepard has been promoted to captain. Hooray, I guess. 12th of March 50 is where we're at. That's going to take a while. You know what? We need more Potteroos. Just get 3 more. We'll scrap them as once we. Well, we won't really scrap them. We can use them for system defense and patrol. So, yeah. ECM is almost done. That will be extremely awesome to have on our warships, especially our combat frigates. Okay, let's put you into there. Alright, we have a replacement Waller 16 done, so that's we now have our 2nd point defense ship. Just the one at the jump gate is fine. Okay. Assault Infantry Battalion is a year out. Mag Plasma is progressing nicely. Electronic countermeasures are progressing nicely. Okay, I think our ships are starting to clock up a little bit much. Yeah. we got clocks running. So striker group, we are going to get you to merge up with second battle fleet. And second battle fleet, we're going to have you move to Australia to refuel, load ordnance, resupply, and begin overhaul. And battle fleet, we're going to leave the double hump behind because we don't need it here. But we're going to bring a waller with us because we want point defense capability, just in case. We've got 2 Capals, we've got a Sensoroo, and we've got 3 Potteroos. So, mobile jump point, we're going to move to active sensors on. Good, and go. Excellent. Good. Wow, that's really, really fast that we're building those labs. We have a lot of construction rate. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's a lot. I think we need some auto mines, don't you think? Let's get 10 of those. How's Mercury doing? 9.8. Not too shabby yet, not too shabby. Might be about time that we start moving people across. Alright, we have our ships now in position. And what we're going to do is we're just going to set up the same we had. So first battle fleet, we're going to peel off. Now we only have 3 Potteroos, but that's fine. So first battle fleet, and we are going to protect ugh. I don't like having civilian ships in here, it's super annoying. Where is it? There it is. And what do we say? 60,000? Yep, 60,000. No, 50,000? 50,000, fine. And now offset. Okay, perfect. That is fine. First battle fleet is fine. Excellent. Let's continue research on our engines. 5th of March, 50. We're in January at the moment, so we're about 3 months out. ECM's probably going to be done by then. Alright, we got our mines out. That's 10. 10 automated mines. Supply and demand. Okay. Let's keep going. No ships are coming through. Might be worthwhile going out to the other side, to be honest. I might send Battle Fleet 1 out to do some exploring now that we have full point defense capability. Alright, ECM is done, and our original Waller is complete, which is awesome. Shift this down into low gear. Shift this up into higher gear. Alright, so we have plenty of point defense capability at the moment, which is great. We have 2 original Wallers and 1 Waller R. Is it R? I think it's R. No, double hump is R. Waller 16. 410, we're almost got a combat engine. We can start designing our combat ships. Okay, almost. And... oh, something's happening. What's happening? Nothing's happening. Why do I not believe that? Okay. Let's just get these ships designed. Okay. First things first. Waller 16, we are going to copy this. Wait, we already... did I not? Yeah, cactus. Okay. So, let's swap 2 ion drives. So we're going from 16450 2800 to 16450 6300. Beautiful. And we have 18 billion kilometers range with the same fuel that we had, which is fantastic. We might be able to shave one of these off. We've got engineering spaces, crew quarters. Yep. That search sensor is probably kind of crap. Yeah, we don't really have any other sensor. Oh well, it's fine. And stick an ECM in there. There we go. 16 billion, 300, 16,500 tons, and we have an ECM, which will make it a little bit more difficult for things to shoot at us. We don't need ECCM because it's a point defense ship. It's not really going to be shooting at anybody. Okay, I am satisfied with this ship. Can we stick another layer of armor on it? For 400 tons. 400 tons, we're still above 6,000. We get an extra layer of armor and we're under 17,000 tons. I'm okay with the extra layer of armor. Alright, we're going to go with the extra layer of armor. Next, we are going to... yeah, we don't need this. Delete. Next, we are going to improve our... we don't have our small engines yet, so we'll hold off on those. Wait a sec. Yes, we do. Okay. What should we name it? I know what we'll name it. Hang on. I wonder. I have 2 names in mind. I'm wondering which one is more appropriate. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Will be... I can rename it to C for cannons. Okay. Armor is latest. Good. We got our 7 layers, which is fine. Let's see how our engine fares. So we're going. I think we're going to use the improved engine to get. Well, no, we do want to be faster. So 6214, 7428 with 22 billion. I do want to trim a little bit of fuel out. There we go. 15. We're up to almost 7,600 kilometers. I believe that we do need our faster fire. Now, what's interesting, though, is that we only have 16,000 fire control. So having more speed is not going to do us any good. Because our tracking speed isn't good enough. We're only going to get the 6,000 tracking speed. We might need a better fire control for it. Range will be 4 for the maximum range, and 2 is 8,000. That'll do it. It's 4 hull size compared to 3. So it's a little bit bigger. But it's got the tracking speed we need for it. it might be worth it. Because we've saved a little bit of tonnage as well here. I think we can afford the faster fire control. Yes. Frigate fire control. Yep. That will do. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So we'll need to research that to get our wallabies going. And I'll change this to a frigate. Because it's starting to get a little bit... it's starting to get a little bit on the larger side. Because I wouldn't mind having a little bit of extra firepower there. I'm wondering as well whether we should just run one of these with missile pods. That could be interesting. Oh, power plant. Well, yeah, power plant. Power plant. Accelerator fusion. We don't have any reactor boost. We need 4 power. So 4.2 at 0.7 compared to 0.9. It's only 0.2 smaller, but it's a little bit smaller. That's the important bit. And 0.2 is... it could be useful. I don't know if it's useful enough. No, I don't think it's useful enough. Search sensor, we got the res 40. That is fine. That's all fine. We don't have a better railgun or a laser at the moment. Yeah, 15 centimeter and a C3. That is fine. I want an ECM. Make it a little bit harder to hit. We're up to 7,000 tons. Yeah, we got the laser, we're gonna get the fire control. I'm wondering if we need the search sensor on this. I don't think we do, because we can stick it on the sensor wallaby. Yeah, no sensor on this. I was going to rely entirely on the sensor wallaby for target lock, which is risky, but it shaves tonnage, which is going to be a little bit more very useful. Very useful. Damage control. We need some damage control. It's 3 hull size. No, we don't need damage control. We should have damage control, but no damage control on these. All right, wallaby C. And copy into wallaby S for sensors. So we're gonna swap this out for this one, and we're going to stick our res 40 sensor in here. There you go. Don't need anywhere near as much fuel. Alright, perfect. We're at 7,000 tons. Armor is good. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. We've got one of each sensor. We've got... Yeah, okay, Wallaby S is fine. Alright, can we do a... So the Wallaby S and C can't build anything, so we need an in-betweener. Alright. So copy, and we're going to rename this one to Wallaby Hull. So engine, let's swap out. So we are going... that sensor was important, actually. If we put this one on and strip out the railgun. Can we do it now? Okay, we can get the Wallaby C from it. What's the difference to the Wallaby R? Or to Wallaby S? 242. We need something a little bit, get us closer to the Wallaby S. Maybe the Res 1 sensor? Two, 4, 6. Two, 4, 6. Yeah. 3, 2, 5. Now that's getting us worse. That'll probably be the tonnage. Let's trim some fuel, maybe? No. I'm getting worse. What's ECM? ECM is a common thing. Beautiful. Bingo. Perfect. Okay. So we got a sensor. We got our cannon. Was there something we're waiting for this one? We're waiting for the fire control. Okay, we're waiting for the fire control. We'll see if we can still build the C with the new fire control. So we can't tool anything just yet. Well, I mean, we could start tooling for the hull. No, we can't. Retool. Yeah, stick an extra 1,000. Just in the meantime, we'll stick an extra 1,000. I also want to stick an extra 1,000 on the Kamal builder because we might get more tonnage on that. Stick an extra 1,000 on this one because we're going to need it. I'm thinking maybe we can put a collier in here. Waller, yeah, stick an extra 1,000 on there, and well, that's for the Burke. We don't need anything there. So yeah, okay. Let's run a commercial engine. Actually, I just realized we need a sensor. Cancel that. Ugh, so horrible. So terrible. So terrible. Ugh. Can we get a good, better guy, please? Please, game. Please give us a sensor guy who's actually worth the salt. Okay. 6 months. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Our high efficiency is done, I believe. Yeah, a high efficiency engine is done. Let's switch to... we're not going to do an exploration ship at the moment. We do want to copy the double hump. And let's swap... That's the one. Yep. Oh. Tonnage is a little bit off. Well, that's easy enough to fix. There. Oh, hang on. No. I'm going to delete that one and we're going to copy it off the double hump R. Because I want the cryo berth to be the baseline. So, strip the commercial engine, put the better commercial engine, and give it new armor. And we have cryo berths. Maybe an extra cryo berth? $2,000 cryo berths. Perfect. That is a good amount of capacity. And let's stick one extra fuel. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to rename this to... the double hump R+. And we're going to obsolete the double hump. What's this one? That's a junk. Delete that. Geo is our non-jump. That's, well, we can't delete it, but we're going to obsolete it because it's junk. Hauler, we're going to obsolete. Hauler Mark II. No, that's one we actually like. So we're going to copy this one and rename this to the Hauler Mark III. And we're going to swap the commercial drive for that commercial drive. We're up at 1,000 kilometers on our freighter. Woo! Okay. And we'll obsolete that one. And then minis, we don't care. Nibbler, we don't care at the moment. Potteroos are about to get obsoleted. Quokka is definitely obsolete. What's the river? That's a terraformer. We don't care about that. Salvager, maybe. Savior needs a small engines. Colony ship can stay as it is. Wallabies we are working on, and Wallers are... Waller is obsolete, but the 16s can still be useful for defense. That's fine. Okay. Let's do a quick tool up. So, mini scout's worthless. Double hump. Double hump can do the R, can't do the R+. So we're going to retool for the R+. Because it's cheap. That one's fine. Salvager's fine. Yeah, we don't have anything else. Okay. We are happy with these at the moment. Let's get our other engines out. Okay. And our fire controls. Overhauls are done. Excellent. Okay. Our standard power commercial engine is done, which is fine. Starting work on our small engines now. Our fire control is progressing nicely as well. We'll switch all our labs across to that momentarily. Alright, 120 is done. We're doing 160 now. A few more weeks before that's done. There we go. And tiny engine. And almost tiny engine. Okay, we have all our engines. I'm going to shift labs out and put them into sensors. That is fine. I don't know if we have enough time for bombers, so let's just do a quick one. Okay. What can we do with engines? So we want... You know, we don't really have too much. Like the missile fire control for 120,000 is like 200 tons. So that fire control is a little bit on the much side. This one only has 5 million and it's bigger. So I don't know if missile fire controls are going to be useful for us. $120 for a 6,000. Oh, you know what? Let's shift up. We haven't seen anything much smaller than... Like the smallest we saw were those facts at 1,000 tons, but we can still see those at 800 million kilometers or 800,000 kilometers. But I want, because these are meant to be bombers, we need to hit large targets. So let's go for a 10,000 ton target, 54 million kilometers. That's good, but 1,000 is maybe a little bit much. So let's cut down. million kilometers on a FAC, and 43. That's a little bit longer, or about the range of their AMMs anyway. So I think this is a good balance, and it's only one hull size. We could make it bigger, but I don't want to make it bigger. So I think this might be a good compromise. So I'm going to name this to Bomber FC. Okay. So we got one hull size for the fighter. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we have a 500 limit, and we want 15,000. Range can be just 1 billion kilometers for the time being. We want 2.5 multiplier on the power. And we want any engine size. And let's go for a one hull size at the moment. Okay, no jump. And we're going to go for a one armor layer. Alright, what does this give us? We would need about 4 hull size of engine. What if we do a 2 hull size engine? We need 2 of those anyway. So we would need two hull size engines to get us up to 15,000, 60,000 specifically, and we'd only get 1 billion range. And we would have 250 tons. Minus the fire control, we're looking at about 200 tons for actual weaponry. So how many missiles can we fit in 200 tons? Reload doesn't... Reload is irrelevant, so might as well make them cheap. So size 1 is 7.5 tons. We can fit a lot of size 1 launchers in here. But what about size 10 for our current missiles? 75 tons, and we have 200. So 150. So 2 missiles. We get 2 launchers in a bomber. We would need a lot of bombers to actually do anything. We got 200 tons. How much? Okay. Size 6 would get us 4 missiles in a bomber. Size 6 would get us 4. 30, 60, 90. We got 200. We get 6 out of a size 4 launcher. So, but that would rely on us having a worthwhile missile at size 4 and size 6. So I don't know how well this would actually work. You know what? These are basically never going to improve because box is as low as it can go and the reload rate is irrelevant and the size is whatever we want. So size 4 box, size 6 box, might as well go for size 8 for a larger one, and yeah, that'll do. Do we have our prototype drive? Yes, we do. Good. Let's go have a look at the missiles. So can we get a size 4? We don't have missile ECM. I probably don't think we can fit a blade of armor into a size 4. We just want to make it fast. 0.1, res 150. We'll get us a 7,000 ton. Make it 180 for a 9,000 ton. Actually, we could do 0.05. That will get us 40,000 kilometers range. That's not bad. Fuel capacity can be a 0.1 because I don't care about much else. 5 of these will get us 30,000 kilometers on a missile. If we do 10, that'll be a quarter of our missile is engine. Gets us up some pretty good speed. If we get... Let's go for 2. 2 is 10. That's 12. 4, 2, 4, 9, 16. And we're already a little bit over. We'll get a little bit of range, but 20,000 kilometers for a bomber missile. Have we seen any of the AMMs at the moment? I don't think so. Yeah, I know. I don't think we've seen any of the AMMs. The other issue is that this is less than our speed, so yeah, okay, 60. Agility, can we shave this? And we'll make this 0.93. That's a size 4. It's not the most optimal warhead, and it's not exactly super accurate. It's only got 60% accuracy against their 5,000, but it's a size 4 missile, and it does 20,000 kilometers a second. So it could work. It could work. We can probably shake more fuel off once we have our proper engine in it. Well, we have no armor, we got no ECM. Maybe we can do a size 6 instead. What can we do for a size 6? Size 6, we can probably get our 16. Yeah. So we've got a 16 warhead. Let's put that. We'll put another. There we go. Another 15 engines. We're maintaining 20,000 speed. Can we get 8? That'll give us 70% at against 5K. What about 9? No. 1 whole agility, 18. Gives us 73%. At 5.9. What about 0.1? That'll give us 19. Okay, let's go for... Oh. Five, 9, 5, 4. Okay, that is 19 maneuver. Probably going to be a little bit higher once we actually add the extra stuff. So let's go for 1.5 design, not engines, missile engines. Missile engines, max power. We're going for a 1.5. That will match the speed, but I think I might go for a 1.54. So with a 1.54, that will gap most of the size 6. It'll give us a tiny little bit more fuel economy, which will let us shave more fuel off, probably. And then we have a little bit of wiggle room for agility to try and get back up to 19. So I think we might go this one. Now, what do we have for our... Now, this isn't a size... This is a size 6. So we're going to create a new series for a size 6 ASM. Okay. And what are we going to call it? Let's call it... Actually, we need our engine first. Oh, but we need a name so we can name it. Let's call it the... No. So it's meant to be fired from bombers. Okay, well, I just got an awesome name for a mine, so we'll get back to that one. A bull ant. There we go. Done. Power and propulsion. We need our bull ant driver. Yep, do that. Yep, that'll do for now. So let's run 5 days. Now we added 5,000 on Weissman. Yep, Weissman Heavy. So we can probably retool for a cactus. Is the cactus done? Are we satisfied with the cactus? It's got the new engine. It's got the Gauss turrets. It's got the res. It's got the sensor. It's got the ECM. It's got the range. It's got the fuel. It's got the armor. Yes, we are happy with the cactus. Okay. Go ahead and tool for the cactus. Let's get that driver. Now, apparently you can reload this without... somebody pointed out you can reload this without... saving everything. So, just in case you're wrong... Is it finished? Yes, it did. Good. Just in case you're wrong, I'm going to write it down. So, 3.2 warhead, 0.093 fuel, 1.055 agility, 0.07 active, res 180, 15 engine. Oh, well, we don't need that. Okay. So, it's not in there by default. Ah, it does reload. Excellent. So, by reloading this, you refresh the technology list. So, that is excellent. Alright, 5.995. We have 7.5 million kilometers. Ow. That's really close for a bomber. That hurts a lot, actually. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. How much can fuel top up? Virtually nothing. I don't like having range that small. Even on a bomber, I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Maybe we can cut the warhead down. 2.8 14. That's still a reasonable amount, and we can feed it an extra 0.4. That gives us 40 million. That gives us the 40 million. 14 warhead is suboptimal, but we got a 40 million kilometer range. That's the important bit. That'll keep us out of AMM. That'll keep us out of most of their detection range, I believe, of their Res 1 sensors. We might just have to do it. We need the speed, we need the range. The warhead isn't that important. I mean, it's a bomber missile. It's not exactly meant to be the heavy hitter that our larger capital missiles are meant to be. So, bugger it. We'll do it. We'll make it better and faster and more damaging once we get better warhead strength. So, yeah, that'll do. Land and create a series. Yes. All right, that'll have to do. But we are over time, so we will leave it at that. One thing real quick is that we also need an AMM. So let's load the nail. And what is it? 0.61. 6 of them gives us a 50,000 kilometer missile. That might be a little bit overkill, because we have 100% accuracy against 10,000. Yeah, that's fast. We'll come back to that. I'll figure out what we're gonna do with it and tweak it a little bit in between the episodes. But for now, I'm gonna put a cut. Next episode, we are going to start production of our mag plasma generation fleet. Complete our shipyards, and hopefully we're gonna actually go out and do some xeno stomping. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.